Welcome again to Easter Sunday. I think I've got a special guest coming in to chat to us today, so come in.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, Professor Theo-sauraus, it's so lovely to see you again.
Well, I'm absolutely astounded that you invited me to come and speak to you today,
Well,
Sarah.
you were the only person I thought of when I thought of what we were going to talk about today.
Well, I've got to say, it was
Easter Sunday.
tremendously hard to get into the country at the moment, but I did manage to... No, I didn't sneak in. I was already here, so don't worry.
Just as well. And
Yes.
just for those of us who don't know, who haven't met you before, Professor Theo-sauraus,
Hello, everybody.
just give us a bit of an idea of what you do,
Oh,
what are your
yes.
qualifications?
Well, yes, that's right. Did you know I'm a professor?
A professor.
Yes, that means I know a lot of things about linguistics.
Linguistics?
Yes, do you know what that is, Sarah?
That happens to be a passion of mine. I
Does it
absolutely
really?
love
Do you love linguistics? And could you tell the girls and boys what linguistics is all about?
Linguistics is about everything that we do with language.
Oh!
Talking,
Yes.
writing, words, letters.
That is so true, Sarah. And do you know where I go to university, where I'm a professor of?
No, I actually can't remember. Tell me again.
Well, it's the British University of Mediocrity.
Oh, BUM?
Yes, that's what we call it, the British
Really?
University of Mediocrity, BUM. Isn't that
I
great?
never knew that before. I can't believe we were so lucky to get you.
Oh, yes, well, I feel very lucky to be here with all of you. So, what are we going to do today, Sarah?
Well, I was hoping to use your expertise, actually.
Oh, jolly good! That would be terrific!
I want to come up with
Yes.
a 9-letter word
Right.
that every time you take away a letter,
Yes.
you're left with a real word that exists in English.
Oh gosh, that is a challenge.
Can you help us?
Yes, I can actually help you.
Okay.
And you know, I kind of knew you were going to ask me that, so I got one right here.
Oh, look at that.
Can
There's
you
a word.
read that word,
Well,
Sarah?
maybe we should read it out for everybody. in
Okay,
case
you
can't
read
see.
it out.
This word is startling.
Yes, startling. That's a sort of a surprising word. I'm startled.
Yes, that's exactly what that word means. I
Yes.
knew you'd be the right person to help
Yes.
us out with this.
All right, so we're going to start, and you're going to tell us a story about Easter, is that right?
I'm going to tell you the startling news about Easter, actually.
Oh, I see what you've done.
I know,
All right, now what
clever.
would you like me to do next,
So what
Sarah?
I'm going to get you to do is one letter at a time.
One
We're going
letter
to
at a
take it
time.
away. I'm going to tell you which letter.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
'cause
very good.
I thought we might do it this way.
Yes.
And we are going to find out what
Yes.
happens when Mary goes to the grave.
All right.
When Mary goes to see Jesus today on Easter morning, she makes a startling
Oh,
discovery.
yes, she does.
All right, so I think
Yes.
first letter we should take away is L.
L.
Take the L away for me.
L for Lucy. Hello, Lucy.
Oh,
And
Lucy.
Lara. Lara,
Len.
good to see you. All right, so I'm taking
Okay,
away the
well,
L.
yep.
Is that one the L
That's
there?
the L.
Okay, great. I brought my pointer.
I love the pointer. It's
All
going
right,
to be
and
so helpful.
then I've got a word there, start, and I'm going
Yeah.
to bring the ing,
Mhm.
the ing down there. So we've made a new word, that's for sure. What's that word, Sarah?
This new word is starting.
That's right, starting. Isn't that terrific?
I know, and that's going to help us with the story as well. So first of all, startling discovery that the grave is empty.
Yes.
But now Mary is starting to think, what has happened here?
Oh dear, yes,
She
I
just
see.
doesn't know.
Because the tomb is
Empty.
empty.
Empty,
That is
again.
startling. Oh, no wonder she's starting to think something's up.
That's right. So
Here we go.
again, I think we better do the middle letter this time. So something in the middle. Let's take away the middle T.
Oh, the middle
Can
T,
you
so
guys
not
get-
this T,
There's
but
two
this
Ts.
T. Okay.
Let's take
I'll take away another
the middle
this
T.
and then I'll move the ing
Move them closer.
a little bit closer, and I've made another word, that's for sure. I
Oh,
think.
Can you read that out for us?
Yes, I can, everybody. That says staring.
Staring. So Mary is now staring at the stone that has been rolled away. Remember, there was a huge stone blocking the tomb where Jesus was laid, and Mary is staring at it because it's gone.
She can't believe it because it's such a big stone. Who could possibly roll that stone away?
I don't know, but she is gobsmacked. She's staring at it.
Like this. Maybe like that.
I think that's exactly what her
Okay,
stare looks
here we
like.
go.
All right, I think it's time for us to get rid of the A.
Oh, good, because I was hoping to get rid of one from up this end.
Yes, I know. We've done lots of middle, so let's go one from
And this
that
would be
side.
the A, but it's missing a bit in the middle.
It's missing a bit in the middle, but we still knew it was an A.
Yes,
so
we
let's
did.
see what we're left with
I'll bring
now.
the T up here and the S up here.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now we've got a new word, Sarah. It's stowing.
String. Do you know, Mary's now, she's gone to look in the tomb.
Yes.
And all of the clothes that Jesus was buried in, all of the strips of linen that he was wrapped in,
Yes.
they're folded neatly in a pile. There's not a string out of place.
Oh, that was clever. I didn't know where you were going there, Sarah. That
It was
very
hard to
clever.
see where I was going, but that's what
Yes,
it was.
well done.
There's
Jolly
not a
good.
string out of place.
Yeah,
Jesus
jolly good.
isn't there. It's
Okay.
empty.
Okay, all right.
All right.
What letter
What
next, Sarah?
can we do next? Oh, I think that R has to go.
The
Let's take
R?
the R
Oh.
out. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Really, this one.
Take that R
Yes,
out.
it doesn't have a dot either, but we'll
No.
take it out. It's very hard to get the dots in
I
these
know,
ones.
I know. Move it
Here we
closer
go.
together.
S. Oh, no, that was the T. That's the S.
Mhm.
S. T. In. Sting.
Sting. Let's think about how Mary feels at this point.
Oh.
I think she's starting to feel the sting. What if someone has taken Jesus' body?
Oh, you mean the sting when you really feel the
Yeah,
pain?
exactly. I'm glad you're here to help us with the definitions.
Oh.
Exactly. That sting
That
that maybe
horrible
something
feeling.
terrible's happened.
Oh, dear, poor Mary.
I know. But good news is coming. Just move that T out of the way for me and we'll see what happens next.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm happy. It's getting. Is the story going to get happier now, Sarah?
Everything from now on is good news.
Oh, good. Here we go.
Oh, what are we left with?
Oh, I see. Can you read that
Can you
word
guys
out?
see that? It's sing.
That's right.
And do you know what? Mary has gone out of the tomb and she's met
Yes.
the risen Lord Jesus out on the road, and it makes her heart sing with joy. He's alive.
Oh, he's alive.
He's not dead at all. He's
Oh,
alive. He's
dead.
risen.
Great. Oh, terrific.
And so her heart sings. So I told you it's going to be good news.
That was good news. Now, what about the next one? Is the
Let's
next
keep
one?
on going. Look, it's going to look like it's bad news, but
Oh.
it is good news. Take the G away this time.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh, dear. I can see where you're going with this, Sarah.
So can you see what that word is that's left? It's
S-I-N. Do you know what that spells?
sin.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what sin is, Professor?
Sin is
Sisson?
when when I selfishly do what I want, not what other people, well, not what God wants me to do. That's what sin
That's
is.
what sin is. But do you know what Mary realizes?
Yeah.
She knows what's happened on the cross now.
Oh.
Jesus dying and now rising to life takes away the power of sin in our lives as well.
Oh, isn't that tremendous? So
Isn't
it
that
is
amazing?
good news.
It is good news. It looked like it wasn't going to be.
Jesus dying on the cross is good
It
news.
is good news.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we can move on to the next one
Oh, yeah.
because we're going to take away my favourite letter of all is the S.
Oh, well, I can see why that would be the favourite letter, because S is the same letter for Sarah.
I know, that's why I love
Yeah,
it.
terrific. Here we
But
go.
now we're left with another word, and it
It's
is
a little word.
very little. We're
If
getting
you can
down.
read it, you read it out with me. In. There we go.
In.
Terrific.
And that is because through Jesus, this is a big word,
Yes.
ready? Resurrection.
Oh, that's when Jesus came back to life, isn't it?
That's right.
Yes.
Through Jesus' resurrection,
Yes.
everybody who believes in him
Oh, very good.
can be part of God's family too.
Oh, terrific.
Oh, isn't that
So that
great?
could be everybody, could be part of
Everybody.
God. Everyone that believes in him. Oh,
is
very
part
good.
of God's
That
family.
is really good news.
All right, we're down to our last word.
Last word.
Can you guys see which one we should take away to leave just one word left?
Could I phone a friend?
Go for it.
No, not really.
Oh, you don't need to.
Well,
You're a
50-50.
professional. You can work it out.
50-50.
You
All right,
can
well,
work
I
it
think
out.
I might take away the M.
Oh, and we're left with just one letter,
Oh, can I bring it over
which
to
is
you?
also
Here
a
we go.
word, and I'm going to hold this one so that we can see it nice and clearly.
It's a very short word.
It's a very short word.
Yes. What is it?
It is I.
Oh,
I.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
what do I need to do about
Oh.
Jesus' death and resurrection for me?
Oh.
That's what this is about. So this is to remind us that I need to believe in him so I can be part of his family. And that's what I need to do.
Oh.
And look what you've got there. You've got an extra letter.
I've got to use it. Oh,
Professor
yes.
Thesaurus, that's what you need to do as well.
What I need to do.
And what I need to
Oh,
do.
there you
And
go.
what you need to do.
And maybe what they need to do?
Absolutely.
What do we need to do?
We need to believe that Jesus'
Yes.
death and rising to new life on this Easter Sunday morning is what brings us into his family together.
Oh, that is really startling news.
It was the startling news of Easter.
Well done, Sarah. I really like the way you use that word to tell the terrific story about Jesus dying on the cross.
Thanks so much for coming in and helping us, Professor.
Well, that's all
Theo-sauraus.
right. We'll see you later, everybody. Thanks so much for having me. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye-bye.